It's Daisy Kill coming at you live from CCW, the best in pro wrestling across the country, soon to be across the world. We're at Bash at the Brew, the best in Southern Florida, May 7th. Unbranded Brewing Company. We have so much on the line tonight. We've got a ladder match. The tag team title. Some may call it the main event. I call it just a little afterbuzz for the real main event tonight, the heavyweight title. Daisy Kill's taking on the champion. The top tier talent Florida's got to offer, Cha-Cha Charlie. Cha-Cha's got plenty of heat, he's got plenty of buzz, but he ain't got enough stuff to take on the bisque, the baddest, the strongest, and I lickety last the longest. It's Daisy Kill. I'm come here to answer all of your questions today. What you got for me?
Yes! So, first right off, it's glad to have you at CCW, or Coastal Championship Wrestling, here in South Florida, doing their show, Unbranded Brewing Company. This is the big time. You're here because it's big time with you here in this CCW. Yes! And you got Cha-Cha Charlie, and Cha-Cha's noted around the globe. He's doing his thing. And the dancing, what you got in store for Cha-Cha Charlie?
For Cha-Cha Charlie, we've just got the best holds, the best, fastest strikes. I'm tongue-tied. I'm excited. I'm anxious and I'm eager. And you know, people would say, seeing these promos, they say, Daisy, you're conceited. I say, no. I'm convinced. I'm committed. And I'm coming down here to show everybody why I am the best. I can't say it anymore.
Speaking of the best, we got to talk a little bit about your background and just how you got started in professional wrestling.
It's provided by CCW. They have wonderful backgrounds. They have wonderful backdrops wherever they are. I think you can even get them online. No green screen here. No cheaping out. We have the best background.
And now, with CCW and that background, now I want to get a little bit about your background.
About the history of Daisy.
The history, yes.
Okay.
We're going way back to the days. Just how did you get started in pro wrestling?
I've been in combat sports since I was a little boy. Growing up, my mama said, with a name like Daisy, well, goddamn, son, you're pretty, and you got that name, you better be tough as hell because they're going to be coming for you. And they've been coming for me. Now they're coming to watch. They're coming to watch from the seats because all those years of combat training, the jiu-jitsu, the kickboxing, the boxing, the wrestling, Greco-Roman, freestyle, all the while accumulating to the best combat there is, pro wrestling. Giants play. A lot of little boys have been trying to. But Daisy's here to show them how to do it. Okay? And it's not just the wrestling, it's not just the combat. This is prize fighting. There's showmanship. Daisy's got plenty of showmanship. I've been playing in the music scene, I've been acting in the movies, I've been clowning around and everything in between, if you know what I mean. Because Daisy Kill is the full package. Okay? Swelling up packages around the globe, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen alike. Transitioning.
Transitioning. So here's what I want to know. Here we go. Here's what I want to know.
Look at this guy.
You're starting. I don't do this
over there.
I stand over there all the time.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
coming out here right now.
This is the money. This is the money, huh?
Here's the money right now. There's the money.
No. You almost stood on the money. That's these feet. We get a lot of money for those feet pictures. Let me tell you real quick.
So when you're going from one discipline of combat sport and then get into pro wrestling, who helped you make that transition, and what was it for you that you had to adapt to? This is where I need to be as far as now pro wrestling, coming from kickboxing. And
I came in with a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of a chip on this shoulder, and a little bit of loose hair on this one. I had the hair down, flipping it around. I had to come in and kind of take a step back, one step back, two steps forward, and the two people who helped me do that, Steve Boz, Tom Prichard, Dr. Tom Prichard, not to understate Steve Boz. He's superstar Steve Boz, a top trainer in Chicago. Dr. Tom Prichard, top trainer in the world. Boys and girls and everything in between, if you know what I mean. Listen, they got me to where I'm at today. They molded me and folded me into the full deal. Daisy Kill, however you want to pronounce it.
That's a little Dusty Rhodesism right there. I like that. Daisy Kill, if you will.
The family is a great influence personally. His son, Dustin, all the characters he played, even Seven. Goldust particularly was a great influence, as well as William Regal. A lot of those guys who just like to whoop ass and have fun doing it. It's fun whooping ass. It's fun. It's gonna be fun whooping his ass.
Yes, yeah, he's bringing it. He's bringing it strong. Tell us about some of the other places that you've been traveling around, because you've been traveling now. This is, I believe, now your 4th year in the professional wrestling realm. So what has it been like for you just to get the experience in different places you've been and some of the people you worked with?
From one set of open arms to the next. From one part of the country to the other. Everybody, their brother and their mother, has been very welcoming. I've been very lucky. I've been very, once again, just got to use the word blessed and obsessed with this business and getting into every nook and cranny, every little kid, every granddaddy and granny. And finding the different parts of the world and what works, you know, finding what holds, what techniques, what counter is going to work on different styles. It's wonderful. You get down here in Florida and you got a lot of dudes doing certain kind of moves. You got a lot of guys in Texas with their style. Done a lot of work in the Midwest. Chicago, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Tennessee, busy area down here in Florida and Georgia. The great Armstrong family we talked about recently in Georgia. It's absolutely wonderful with the Tims, the Armstrongs, right there in Georgia. Woodbury, Georgia, they packed that house. They put about 2,100 people. It was more people than they had in the town. And you want to tell me that live pro wrestling's not running wild? That live pro wrestling's dying? No.
That's an experience working with the Armstrong family, with the Tims, Ken Tims, and that whole crew. And for you, getting that experience, getting that exposure, how has this helped you in elevating your status, elevating your brand?
Presence. Being in the ring with some of those names teaches you presence. Teaches you how to know when to hold a moment, how to know when your opponent is taking that last breath and when to put the pressure on them. And that's really what it is. It's timing, and timing is everything. Whether it's boxing, whether it's pro wrestling, whether it's slapping somebody's teeth out in a bar, you just got to find the right time to do it. There's a time and a place.
Dr. Tom Prichard, who you mentioned, some of the best advice you've got from Dr. Tom, what would you say that is?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You don't know anything, you're fucking stupid. Shut up and listen for 2 fucking seconds. Excuse me if you gotta cut that.
That's alright.
But goddamn, if you're between the age of 18 and 24 and you're a male, shut the fuck up. Excuse me.
Which is great advice. Sit there and soak it in. He's got, yeah, there are others that hear it. They can listen, see that like that. Exactly. That's exactly right. But if you do that, and it's basically, look, kid, coming in here, soak it in. Soak it up as a sponge. Keep
you
your
gotta
ears open.
listen to lead. If you can't listen, you can't lead, baby. And I've been listening long enough.
So I'm thinking, so you're Chicago, you're a Midwest guy and all. So are we talking a little bit of rock music? Are we talking a little bit of metal band music? What music are we talking here?
Daisy Kill is a musical protege. You see my little ukulele and the promos. Everybody likes it, which only a few of y'all know. There's a full album coming out. Full album! You hear the guitars now. CCW have always got great live music, great live bands. So of course they got Daisy Kill. Do have a rock album coming out this fall on Spotify, iTunes, all your big distribution companies. And I'm bringing it to the wrestling scene, bringing the best tunes, bringing the best action, fashion, rock and roll. It's Daisy Kill.
What's so great about that is you did such a couple of great ukulele promos to build up the match with Cha-Cha
I had quite the
Charlie.
subject matter with Cha-Cha Charlie. He made it easy. When you got the muse, you can't lose.
Cha-Cha Charlie, Hialeah and Miami.
Oh, yeah.
What more can you ask for?
Pure trash across the board. It makes it easy.
This is awesome. So, all right, so we're going to wrap this up. Fans, if they want to check things out that you're doing, do you have a Twitter, Instagram? What things do you have social
If
media-wise?
fans want to check out anything, they need to check out CCW. Coastal Championship Wrestling. They are putting in the work. They are putting out the content. They're putting on the best fights in the country. And if you want to see the best pro wrestling, you're going to get on coastalchampionshipwrestling.com. You're going to get on their Facebook. You're going to get on their Twitter. You're going to get on their Instagram. And you're going to get on your television because they're across syndicated television across the country. So turn on your television. Find Daisy. Find Cha-Cha. Find the best in pro wrestling. And if you can't get enough, you can find Daisy Kill on Instagram, on Spotify, on iTunes. Find the link tree, for goodness sake. Buy my merchandise, baby. Let's keep it moving.